So excited to unbox the new iPad Pro and new accessories. Let's dive in. I went with the base model 11-inch 256GB silver model. In typical Apple unboxing fashion, you'll get the Apple braided cable, USB-C charging brick, and documentation. Sadly, no more stickers. And there we have it. The new iPad Pro 11-inch looks stunning, and it's crazy how light this is, but also it is so insane how thin this is. 5.3 millimeters to be specific, and just under a pound in weight, which is insane considering the iPod Nano first gen, for example, was already insanely thin as well at just 6.9 millimeters. It is crazy how much Apple has reduced the overall size and footprint of the iPad Pro, and it's a welcomed improvement here, especially when you add the added weight of the accessories. Speaking of those accessories, let's dive into the Magic Keyboard. With the Magic Keyboard, you're going to get a similar unboxing experience, but you're going to get a significantly improved Magic Keyboard from Apple this year for your iPad Pro. This iPad is going to have one of the best, I think, keyboards for really any tablet that I've seen personally. It is pretty much a full MacBook Pro, MacBook style keyboard with a really nice trackpad that has excellent haptics, and it's just really premium overall. Not only that, you're going to get a solid fluid typing experience on this keyboard, and you're also going to get a fully functional function row, which is just icing on the cake here. Then we of course have the new Pencil Pro, which I'm pretty excited to use this and test out the new features. It is interesting though that Apple actually did not make this backwards compatible, all because they moved the camera now on the iPad. So for the new iPads, you'll have to get this new Apple Pencil Pro. For previous gen, you won't be able to use this, which is unfortunate given Apple's push for environmental friendly devices and unboxings. The features and upgrades here though are excellent, and I absolutely love the haptics here on the new Pencil Pro. The new Tandem Ultra Retina XDR display with up to 1600 nits peak HDR brightness. It's noticeably better than previous iPads, but keep in mind previous iPads also had pretty excellent displays. This new OLED will just be better for color accuracy if that's something you absolutely need. Apple views the iPad as a totally separate product from the MacBook. The iPad is more versatile, and it's made specifically for touch. It's made to be a touch first experience. The iPad complements the overall ecosystem, but it also stands on its own as an absolute powerhouse for creators especially. While the new M4 powering this iPad is some overkill, for many it brings even more robust performance to this everyday toolset, enabling them to be more agile in their workload. I know many people that have an iPad and ditched their Macs years ago. It may not be the device for everyone, but it is certainly an excellent device for many. And from a hardware standpoint, Apple absolutely delivered this year on a new iPad Pro refresh. I think what they've done here is tremendous. It's crazy how light this thing is, how thin it is. I'm still really impressed by that, but the overall upgrades are totally worth it. Now, it is going to cost you a little bit more than it did previous years. However, Apple did increase the base storage model, but in terms of pricing, the iPad itself is going to start at $999, and then the keyboard and the pencil are actually going to stay the same, which is nice. Now, if you're holding your 2018 iPad Pro and wondering if you should upgrade, I would say if you're looking for longevity out of your iPad, you want some of the new accessories, obviously that's a no-brainer, you'll have to upgrade. But from an overall standpoint, maybe hold off at least until WWDC to see what new features come to iPad OS, maybe further enabling the M4 chipset that is now in the new iPads. For me personally, I really like the portability and versatility of the iPad Pro. So for me personally, I'm probably going to put my M3 MacBook Pro aside, and I'm looking forward to using the new iPad Pro as my main device. I actually shot this on iPhone and edited this on the iPad. Let me know your thoughts though in the comments down below. As always, thank you for watching. Take care and stay safe.